I'd say he's probably one of the most influential minds of our generation, and I say that as a valueless observation. Just objectively speaking, ultimately he's going to have a massive influence on I think the direction of the culture, and most people are never going to know who he was because he's the type of person who influences the influencers. His stuff is kind of difficult to access. You know, if you aren't already of the mind of someone who wants to read political philosophy, then you're probably gonna. He's very, very wordy. He likes to. To me, like, I enjoy the wordiness because to me it's like an art form. It's like he's performing with his prose, and so I really enjoy it. But I know a lot of people don't. So that kind of creates a natural, sort of like a natural hurdle or a natural barrier to entry, which creates a natural filtering effect on your audience. So you only get the types of people that you're looking for.
Matt, let me interrupt you. You just, in my opinion, described yourself and your show.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. I was just about to say that we've sort of done the same thing with our show.
Keep going.
Yeah. By number one, the whole, like, you have to go to YouTube. You have to go to YouTube and you have to be willing to sit down and listen to a 2 or 2.5 hour like dialogue / rant session between two guys that, like, we're talking about.
There's going to be an intro. There's going to be an intro before it even gets started. You got to make it through that.
Right. We sit and we bullshit for 10 to 30 minutes before we even actually get into the actual conversation. And a lot of this has been, I wouldn't say it's been conscious. It's been conscious. It hasn't been deliberate. It's been more that this is just kind of how we started doing it. And then we realized the benefit of it, that this is a great way to kind of winnow out our audience and get just the right people, just the people who really value what we're talking about. Because that's ultimately, once you realize democracy is bullshit, then you realize that you don't need to appeal to everyone. This is a principle of marketing. I learned this from working with Jason, that if you try to appeal to everyone, you get watered down and milquetoast and uninteresting. You have to be making enemies. If you aren't making enemies, it means that your message sucks. You have to be making enemies, because if you're making enemies, that means you're making friends too. For every person that you get ranting and howling and hollering at you for how much you piss them off, you've got that person and probably more who actually really love what you're doing. So I've said from the very beginning, since you started doing the show, I said that I don't care about Steven. My goal is that I want to create an echo chamber. I just want to have people who already agree with us, or people who are already going on the journey that we're going, and they want an outlet of like people who are saying what they're already thinking. This is a principle of marketing that Jason talked about. He says that you have to enter the conversation people are already having in their heads.
Yeah.
If you're out just trying to, this applies to the libertarian, to the LP idea, that if you're just gonna go out and just try to just appeal to people, you're just gonna like try to have popular appeal, you're not going to be successful. You have to start with a specific targeted group of people who have a specific grievance, and you want to connect with them, and you want to emphasize to them, I share your pain. I know how you feel. I was there once. I know what it's like. And here's the solution that I found. This is like a basic principle of marketing. And people might say, oh, well, politics and sales are different. No, they're not. Everything is sales. Everything that you're doing is always sales. I'm sitting here on this podcast talking to you guys because I'm trying to sell my worldview. I'm trying to sell the way that I see the world. I'm trying to sell my beliefs to other people. And I'm looking for people who are willing to buy it. If you disagree with me, fine. Okay, I don't care. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who do agree with me.